Hi students, in the previous class we discussed about simple RL series circuit, right? So today we will discuss a problem on that is, let us take the problem. A circuit consists of a resistance of 20 ohm, an inductance of 0.05 Henry connected in series. A supply of 230 volt at 50 Hz is applied across the circuit. Find the current, power factor and power consumed by the circuit. Later draw the vector diagram, right? So for these kind of problems what we need to do is, first we need to draw the corresponding circuit diagram. That is what they are given. A resistance of 20 ohm and inductance of 0.05 is connected in series. Draw one resistor and inductor in series and connect a supply of 230 volts and 50 Hz across them as shown in the figure, right? So what they are given the value of R and they are given the value of L. L is what? 0.05 Henry, right? So but to solve the problem what we required inductive reactance, right? So which is nothing but what? XL, right? So we know that XL is equals to omega L or omega is equals to 2 pi f. Then we can calculate XL is equals to 2 pi f L, right? So pi is 3.14 and frequency they are given 50 Hertz. Therefore XL is equals to 2 into 3.14 into 50 into 0.05. We will get 15.7 ohms. This is inductive reactance, right? So in the previous class we came to know that there is one triangle we are going to get, and the sides of the triangle are resistance, inductive reactance and impedance, where impedance will be always the hypotenuse. Then we can calculate the hypotenuse as under root of resistance square plus inductive reactance square, that is root of 20 square plus 15.7 square. We will get 25.42, which is impedance of the circuit, total impedance due to resistance and inductance. Once we get the total impedance and we know the total voltage, then we can calculate total current using Ohm's law, which is E is equals to IZ or I is equals to E by Z, right? So they are given E is equals to 230 volts and we got Z is equals to 25.42 ohms. Then I is equals to 230 divided by 25.42, which is 9.04 amperes, right? So next what they have told you to calculate, we need to calculate power factor. We know the formulas for power factor. Power factor is equals to what? You can use cos phi, or you can go for R by Z, or you can go for P divided by EI, right? So one thing what you can do is, you know the value of R and you know the value of XL, then you can calculate phi is equals to tan inverse of XL by R. Once you get the value of phi, then you can calculate the power factor as cos of phi. That is one method, right? So second is what? Power factor is equals to R by Z. We know the value of R, we know the value of Z. You can substitute, then we will get the power factor. But for the third case, we don't know the value of power, right? So hence we cannot go for third method. Either you can solve using first method or second method, right? So here I used second method. That is what? Power factor is equals to R by Z. We know the value of R 20 ohms and we know the value of Z 25.42. Therefore power factor is equals to 0.786, right? So and in the previous class only we discussed, always in case of inductor or RL circuit the current will be lagging, hence 0.786 it is the lagging case. Next, real power EI cos phi. We know the value of E 230, and they have given the value of we got the value of current as 9.04, and we know cos phi is power factor. Total cos phi is 0.786. Don't confuse it cos phi and only phi, right? So power factor is cos phi, 0.786 is a power factor. Substitute 0.786 as it is, then we will get power as 1634.43 watts or 1.63 kilowatts, right? So now to draw the vector diagram, we required ER, EL. ER is nothing but IR and EL is IXL. Substitute the values of current, resistor and inductive reactance, then you will get the values of ER and EL, right? So now better to draw the vector diagram, take some standard scale. For example, it is 180 and 141. No, take scale as 1 centimeter is equals to 20 volts. That is 180 volts can be drawn as 9 centimeter, and EL, which is perpendicular, 141 volts can be drawn as 7 centimeter. Now try to join the origin and the termination of the second vector, the origin of the first vector and termination of the second vector, then you will get some angle as well as you will get some value of hypotenuse. Check whether you are going to get it as 230 volts or not, right? So here phi is equals to tan inverse of 15.7 divided by 20, you got 38. If you want to cross verify your answer, because cos phi is 0.786, substitute phi is equals to 38 degree in cos, you will get cos 38 is equals to 0.78 only, then your answer is correct. And in case of this vector diagram, hypotenuse length you should get it as 11.5 centimeter, then your answer is correct, right?